Hello, welcome to the Lisa Loves Stitching podcast or Flosstube channel. My name is Lisa and you can find me on Instagram as Lisa Loves Stitching and on Ravelry as Lisa Loves Yarn 76. So this is Flosstube number 9, I think, and it's been a few weeks since I did one, so I thought it's about time I got another video out the way. And yeah, because I think next weekend will be busy. So welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you're a new viewer, and I hope you'll subscribe below and come back again to watch. So I haven't even put any makeup on today and the white hair is coming through. It's very hot. It's probably over 30 degrees today. It's supposed to be autumn, but hey, it's Brisbane, so what can I say? So I'm back in my sewing corner. I've got my pink flamingo here, and I'm going to talk about this one shortly. That's one of my acquisitions this week. And let's just get into my what I've been up to. So what I'll do at the end a little bit about what I've started knitting, but otherwise the beginning and most of the video will all be about cross stitch, so hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. So what have I been up to? We bought a new car, so that was really exciting. It's an electric blue colour car, a Toyota RAV4, so we're really excited to have that brand new. And hopefully next weekend we can take it for a day trip somewhere and have its first road trip. So that was exciting this week. And then just been busy with work, and I was a little bit crook last weekend and during the week, but starting to feel a little bit better now. And yeah, so that's about it really. Just busy with life in general the last few weeks. So I have been powering on, absolutely powering on with my cross stitch sampler for my Nan's 100th birthday, Coral, and that's in June, as I've said before. And I want to share with you where I got up to. So I'm using a map I've actually ironed it today and I'm using a map to back it so that you can see it a bit better. But here it is. So last week I had just done, the last time I podcasted, I don't even think I'd done the writing down the bottom here. I'd just done this eyelet stitch to make flowers with silk and used DMC for the writing. So the flowers are all in silk, in gumnut yarn silk, and the rest is DMC. And from then I went to do the C. I think I shared that with you, for Coral. So I did this lovely fancy letter C. And then I put Nan and Grandad George, so George loves Coral, and they got married, and this is in no particular birth order, but they had Michael, Barbara and Patricia, and then Tony, Leonie, Wendy, Melanie and me are the 5 grandchildren, and then the great-grandchildren are Jack and Jade. So I've done everybody in different shades of green. Nan loves the wattle, so I did this freehand satin stitch wattle with stem stitch to do that with no pattern. I just made it up as I went along. It's not perfect, but I think you can guess it's wattle if you're familiar with that flower. And then I did this cute little apricot tree because when Nan was growing up on a property, Grandma and Granddad had a small orchard with fig trees and apricot trees, and every afternoon when Nan and her siblings got home from school, they would grab a knife and climb up into the trees and sit there and gorge themselves on apricots and figs, and then Grandma would rouse on them because they weren't hungry for dinner. But I suppose at least it was fruit. So yeah, so that represents that, and now I'm just going to start filling in some motifs here, and I don't know yet if I'll do any border up here. This is just a tacking stitch so I know where the edge of the work is, and a tacking stitch so I know where the center is. So I'm going to put maybe a horseshoe, some changing boxes from the beach at Brighton in Melbourne. They're all brightly coloured, and a few other little things, and then it'll be done so I can then get it framed. So I don't think it'll take me too long. I just got this pattern out of the chart for this out of one of Brenda Key's books, sampler books, and I got that online from an Etsy store, and I just changed the colours to suit what I wanted, and yeah, so I'm just taking bits of this and bits of that, and that's just my freestyle wattle, and yeah, I'm really loving how this has turned out. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on, and I'm really looking forward to finishing it so I can start some new things. And you know, then I can start as many projects as I like, because I don't have any deadlines. So that's that one. So that's basically all I've been working on the whole time, is this cross stitch sampler. So I'm nearly there. I'm really close. So that's that one. I don't want to put it back in the hoop again because it's all nice and tidy. Oh my gosh, was I totally oh no, I did have it round the right way then, didn't I? I hope I did have it right round the right way for you. I thought I might have had it back to front then. Just in case you want to know, it's not perfect, but that's the back. So there you go. So it's a shame to put the hoop in and scrunch it up again, but anyway, that'll be done. So now we're on to acquisitions and mail call. So where do I begin? How about I go with this big thing here? I needed some storage because I had Nan's samplers using a lot of DMC of different colours. So I had all this stuff just like a explosion on the coffee table. I'm like, I need to get this organised so it doesn't look such a mess. So I went to Kmart, which is a discount department store in Australia. So I went to my local Kmart, and they had these little drawers for $15. So I got that. So this one's got my knitting things in, and a little Singer sewing book, so just random little things. And they're quite deep little drawers. Take that in. This one's got my embroidery needles and my floss cards and my lipstick needle holder. So they're quite big boxes. This big one, has all my DMC for my Nan's sampler in here in little snack bags. So you can buy the expensive ones from the needlework store, but I just got some snack bags from Coles, and that holds my thread, and I just put what DMC colour it is so I can go back if I need more, and then I just sort of put them in colour groupings into the drawer so I can just come and grab them out when I need to and put them away easily. And also I can also take this drawer with me onto the table, keep it neat and tidy, pull out what I need. Then when I'm finished for the day, I can just pop this straight back into my storage container. So I thought that was pretty good value for $15. This one has my leftover beeswax in here, and it also fits my little chart thing, but I don't need that at the moment because I'm just freestyling on Nan's. I'm making it up as I go on Nan's, so I don't have any chart I'm following. And then I had some silks. So my silk and specialty threads are in here in little snack bags. So this one's Govnut Yarns silk thread, and I've lost which number it was, but some of them I had the number for, so I've written it on there. So that's what I've got there for that. So I thought that was pretty good, $15. What else have I got? Well, I needed another project bag. And not only did I need another project bag, I wanted another project bag. And one of my viewers, Taryn, hello Taryn, she has a shop on Facebook called Teaser ZIR Handmaids, and I'll put the link below so you can go and check her out. And she's based in Sydney, so it's really hard to get project bags in Australia, and I'm so glad that I found Taryn. And I ordered a grime guard, I've never had one before, and a project bag. And I saw one she already had made that was Hello Kitty, and I absolutely love Hello Kitty since I was a kid. So I ordered the bag, and it is amazing. It's got a clear vinyl cover at the front so I can see my work, and it's got this beautiful zipper pull that I added to the order as an extra, and then that's the fabric at the back, and it's a really nice canvasy thick cotton, so it'll be hard wearing and last a long time, and I just think it's so pretty. And if you compare with my other one, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So it's good if you have, like I have my 11 by 11 inch frame Q-snap, it just squeezes into that, so that's pretty good. That's a really good size, and it's got this cute polka dot fabric on the inside. So I've kitted this up ready for my retreat in June, and I can start this sampler, which is the old white farmhouse. I put the tag off the linen so I know what linen I use for that project, so later on I can make a note of it. And I went round the edge of the linen with this fancy stitch on my sewing machine just to finish the edge so that it won't fray too much. And the linen is 32 count Belfast linen pearl grey fat quarter from I think it's All Threads at Norman Park in Queensland. So yeah, so I'm so excited. I really want to start this project. It's killing me that I can't start it yet, but I'm trying to hold out till the retreat. I may sort of measure it up just before I go to the retreat, measure it up so I can have it ready to start the first stitch, so I don't have to sit there counting when I'm distracted by other people. So I might start it just before I go so that I've got it ready to go and I'm not trying to sit there and count the stitches. So that's all beautiful. So thank you, Taryn. And I'll show you my lovely grime guard that goes with it. And I got this for this white fabric, Ada fabric that I'm using. Oops, got that round the wrong way. So this is for my Scottish tartan, Farquhar and Clan tartan map of Scotland. So hopefully I can get back into that one again soon when I finish the sampler and get some more of that done, because I really love the tartan in this. I'll just see if I can put something behind. That's a bit better. So yeah, so really looking forward to getting back into this one. And yeah, this grime guard is perfect. This is an 11 by 11. I was able to just let her know the size and she made it to fit. And it's perfect, and it has enough room that it can stretch to hold all the excess fabric that I have. So that's really good. Thank you, Taryn. And really high quality, excellent customer service, and very speedy delivery. So that was good. So that's that. And my next acquisitions are charts. I've been naughty. Confessions. I have some more coming. Because of the market, and I said last time it was in Texas, it's in Nashville. So the market is in Nashville, and people from all over go to Nashville, and they have rooms set up around the hotel, and you go into a room and it's set up like a shop, and designers designers and makers can have their charts and that available for businesses to buy in bulk and then take it back to their store. So that's, I ordered some stuff that was on motifs by hand and linen and threads. So I'll put the links to those below, and now that they're back from the US, I should be getting those things in the mail soon, so that's really exciting. In the meantime, because I couldn't wait, I placed an order on Hands Across the Sea website and got this lovely sampler chart called, I think I might have shown this last time, Eliza Bell Cox 1932, and isn't that lovely? And I don't think I read the poem that the little thing she's got here. There is a modest little flower to friendship ever dear. Oh, plant it on my humble bed and strew it o'er my bier. Let not the dark sepulchral yew its sombre branches wave, but let that little fragile flower alone grow on my grave. No sculptured marble ever shall show my long and lowly home, That little modest humble flower shall mark my silent tomb. Then shall my grave by this be known, a little smiling spot, a mound thick covered with flower, that says, forget me not. That was from Radcliffe House. So that was a really lovely little, I just love the flowers. I think that was sold it on me, and the bird. And so hopefully I can start that at some stage, maybe later this year. And I like Hands Across the Sea. They send you a bookmark with the stitches you're going to be doing on it, and a list of all the DMC or the fancy threads that you need for your project. So that's that one. And then I've been watching Tash the Star-Crossed Stitcher, and she's been stitching on Sarah Brazier's sampler, and it's a limited edition from Hands Across the Sea, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Like, the satin stitch border did me. It's just so pretty, and it's got so many little beautiful motifs in it, and I really like the colour scheme as well. So I went on Hands Across the Sea and it's sold out, and I'm like, oh, I've missed out because it's limited edition, never going to find that. But I happened to be on the A Stitch in Time website. They're located in Sandy Bay, Hobart, and I saw Hands Across the Sea, so I thought I'd check what they had, and lo and behold, Sarah Brazier, 1829, Queen of the May, 2018. So this is the sampler, and it's just gorgeous. I really, really love it, and I love this satin stitch border. It's got quite a bit of satin stitch in it. It's just beautiful. So that's going to be an epic piece. It's quite large. So I'll have to get a scroll frame for that one. So that's going to wait for maybe next year when I get a scroll frame. And like the other one, it comes with its own bookmark with your stitches and what threads you need. But I'm glad I got the chart, so now I can start that when I get round to it. I might, maybe over the next year and a half, I can start kitting it up. So then when I come to doing it, it's already done. I've got it ready. So I'm just putting that in a large snap lock bag to protect them till I do them. And it goes on my little box of charts to be stitched. Another one I got recently is this from A Stitch in Time, and it's Winter Cottage, Victoria sampler, and it's just cute. I love it. I love the rainbowy writing. I think that's what sold it for me really, and I love anything wintry. And it comes with these little buttons as well as the threads. So I've got the packet of threads there and the buttons, and you can get these other cottages. So there's Dreams Are Made of Sand and Sun Beach Cottage, and Tea Party. Yeah, so I really love that. And she's done some other, like they've done some other ones like little farm samplers and stuff. So yeah, so I really love that one. And I like that it comes with the threads, so I've just got to get fabric and I can start it if I want. So I've got a couple of new market releases charts coming in the mail, and maybe on payday I might, if it's still available. Motifs by Hand has some hand-dyed fabric from the US, which is really hard to come by here, so I might buy some to go for my, I bought a witch chart, a chart for Halloween, so that might go with that or something else, so I may buy that on payday this week. And she also brought back some self-adhesive note cards on your project that you can put on the back of the frame from Lindy Stitcher. So they come in a pack of 10, so I might get some of those because they're really cute, and then I can put that on the back of my nan's frame when I've finished her work. So then anyone looking down the track will know about my project, what threads I used, what fabric count, that sort of thing. So yeah. And hopefully it'll be kept in the family, but you never know, it could end up in an op shop somewhere and someone will go, what's that? Let me know the story. So that's basically all my acquisitions and mail call for this week, and that's pretty much everything. The only thing I have left to show you is, well, these are the snap bags I got. That pack of 50 was only a couple of dollars, so bargain. Okay, so that's all the Flosstube. I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm working on for my knitting. So I've been trying to start a baby blanket, and this is like the third time or fourth time I've started it. I didn't like the patterns I had. It just required too much concentration. I'm putting all my energy into the sampler for my nan, so I just wanted something that was, you know, mindless and easy and quick to do. And I got a rainbow selection of yarn, 8-ply DK weight yarn, and it's got some synthetic in it, but I wanted that because you know, new mum doesn't want to have to be washing baby's blankets all the time when she'll have her hands full anyway. So I wanted something that was easy to clean and use. So I just cast on 100 stitches, and I'm slipping 3 stitches at the end of each row with the yarn in front to make an I-cord edge. And it's going to be multicoloured with a grey border between each. So you can see the I-cord edge, that it just finishes off the edge. And then when I get to the end, I will do an I-cord bind off probably, and that'll finish off the 3 sides. And this will be the top of the blanket. And it's so soft and squishy and really nice. It's a really nice yarn. And I got that from Knit Picks online, I think. I think it was Knit Picks or Love Knitting. Yeah, can't remember now. So I think I've shown these before. Yeah, this is Knit Picks. So it's Knit Picks Swish DK. So I got this eggplant colour next. I'm using a mustard. There'll be grey in between each colour, and then I've got this purple and a bright blue, and what's this one called? The grey I'm using is Dove Heather, and that's breaking up between the colours. And I've got my other colours somewhere else packed away, so these are the only ones I got out so far, and then when I run out of them I'll change over. So the blue, I don't know what that one is. I think it's cobalt or something. And the purple is called eggplant, so that's it there. It's really nice. And that's the blue. It's a really lovely bright blue. So I've got like greens and other coloured blues and pinks and orange and all that. So all the colours. Wayne chose them, and that's for my nephew arriving in 8 weeks. Holy cow! Not long. So that's it there. So I was going to do stockingette and then just do a garter border between each. I really don't have time to purl. I just want something easy. So I really like the fabric that this is coming out with. It's nice and soft and squishy. And really cloud-like, so I decided to just do the whole thing with the border in I-cord, and the rest is all just garter stitch, and I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect. I think the baby will like lying on it. It's nice and soft to put on the floor for the baby to lay on, and it's nice to wrap the baby up in or have draped over them. It's light and airy but still warm, and I think that would be perfect. So yeah, so that's all I've got for today for you. Thank you for listening in, and hopefully in another week or two's time I'll post another video, and maybe, fingers crossed, I might even be close to finishing the sampler, and then you'll be happy because I'll be I'll be starting new projects, a few new projects, so it'll make it a bit more interesting to watch my Flosstube rather than just looking at the same old thing each time. So yeah, so that's all. And now that I've tidied my sewing desk up, I might even do some sewing, I don't know. So yeah, so that's all I've got for you. So have a look down below for the links to the various places you can purchase things from that I mentioned in my video, and I will catch you next time. Till then, keep stitching, have fun, and just enjoy what you do. Bye!